Maybe you've already seen the 2025 Red Gobbo rules. Maybe not, but as a Legends unit, I wanted to show it off as it demonstrates all the good and the bad of Legends rules in a nice little case study. I am sometimes known as the Legends-loving Christian von Carmian. Now, rather than being released on Games Workshop's website, the rules for the Red Gobbo's Tinboy were released in some Games Workshop stores as part of a festive guide. Like, this is what's available to buy around Christmas time. And there were the rules. These are not something that's appeared on the Warhammer community website where they normally do. And it is like 5 weeks until Christmas. Have you got your paintbrushes? 20% off with my code Vtuber when going through the golden maple link in the description. You can get them in a nice travel pouch that you can fit inside your pocket without damaging the brushes. And if you want wargames, there are many affiliates where you can get cheaper wargames models than going through Games Workshop. Now, the Red Gobbo Tinboy rules have also appeared on Warpedia recently, and so when looking at my Orc opponent stratagems today, I spotted this new datasheet, not yet publicly released by Games Workshop. I like Legends units. And much like the previous year's Red Gobbo, the rules for the Tinboy are fun and unusual. It's a chunkier profile than we're used to on a Red Gobbo. Movement 6, Toughness 6, 3+ save with a 5+ invulnerable save, 5 wounds, 7+ leadership, and objective control 2. The shooter gun that the Tinboy has over its shoulder is 18-inch range, D3 shots, hitting on a 3, that's unusual for orcs, strength 5, AP -1, 2 damage, and a nasty little melee weapon with 3 attacks, hitting on 3, strength 6, AP -1, and 2 damage. You still get the War. This is a lone operative, as some of the Red Gobbos have been in the past, so it's very useful to sit on an objective, not get shot outside of 12 inches, and with a decent profile, can actually survive a little bit of shooting. You have Scout 6, so you can get closer to objectives early in the game, or stop enemies from just utterly surrounding you. Although since you're a single model, it's pretty easy for infiltrators and fast-moving enemy units to get around you. And Tiny Explosion if he blows up, Deadly Demise 1. The special rule is redistribution of gifts, so once in each shooting phase, you can target this unit with the grenade stratagem for 0 command points even if you've used that stratagem already this phase. So if you're going to throw grenades with it, use it on another unit first, then use it on the Tinboy. You can only have one, as he's an epic hero. And at 45 points is rather cheap, but also one of the most expensive Red Gobbos there has been. 30 or 40 points has been normal in the past. This is a vehicle and a walker and a character and a grot, but not Gretchen. As a vehicle, it can be rather fun in the Dread Mob detachment. Then you can try and press the button, get sustained hits, get lethal hits, or increase your armor penetration by 2. That's more useful when your attacks are only AP 1. With Clanking Claws, you could go up to strength 8 and damage 3. And with extra gubbins, you can stay alive even longer, as you're able to subtract 1 from the enemy's damage characteristic when they're going for you. Although the Tinboy is a grot unit, it's not a Gretchen unit, so you can't use the conniving runt stratagem. Now, an awkward thing is, we have this whole ability about using grenades for free. The unit doesn't have the grenades keyword. You can't throw grenades with this unit that gets a special ability to throw grenades for free. And there, between all of that, you have the biggest strengths and flaws of Legends units. These are fun rules that are different to what you get elsewhere, often focusing on special characters. But there's also the bad side. No matter how fun the rules are, for most tournaments, and many other players who expect that tournament play is the normal way to play, they will ban Legends. I think there's a real problem across 10th edition that matched play or any other term is not defined properly in the 10th edition rulebook. And so match play seems to cover everyday games and also Tournament Crunch, where we playtest Games Workshop's most recent rules for them and see what can be easily broken. I played against someone recently who thought tournament rules were the normal way to play. I used my Army of Faith tournament list, and it took me until turn 3, when I was about 35 points ahead, to realize I was against a new player. They knew their army rules and their basic rules, but not the tactics or the best way to go about winning a game. So it ended up as 100 points to 26. He could have gone through the entire deck of challenger cards and still not been able to catch up. We've got to have separate terms to understand normal games, which shouldn't be called casual because you still have to be intensely into 40k. And then we have separately the tournament rule set, which is just for tournaments. A lot of people understand that, but not everyone understands that, and Games Workshop really needs to define them better next edition. The Tinboy has a better profile than a Meganob. Faster, more wounds, an invulnerable save, more objective control, and that alone will annoy some people. How come there's this Legends unit that's better than something that's in the Orc Codex? But remember, this is only one model. You can't increase the size, you can't have more than one because it's an epic hero, and it lacks the related stratagems and can't be led by characters. This Red Gobbo cannot join Gretchen, so whatever bonuses you could have, you're not able to add it to a unit. Another point about Legends. The rules are not where rules normally are. The Tinboy is not going to appear on the Games Workshop app, and it's currently not in the Orc faction pack, which is getting more unusual. Games Workshop is getting better at integrating Legends, and now include Legends units in the faction packs, which is something that should have happened 2 years ago, but at least it sets a good precedent for 11th edition. And the final thing about Legends, they're often so badly written or don't really function. Hey, you have grenades for free, but you have no grenade keyword, so you can't use that ability. Legend rules are not far and above better or worse than Codex units. Most often they're just different or give you a keyword or ability your army doesn't otherwise have, like Lone Operative. It's not game-breaking for Orcs to have that when Tyranids and Genestealer Cult and basically everyone else already has units that do that. Like, Grot tanks are similar to Killer Cans, a little bit faster, but no real melee attacks. At best, the Legends units are like on par with other similar units. If you want to go deeper into Legends units with me, you can do so here. But I want you to have a great day of 40k.